Recording.
Hi guys, welcome to a new video by Slick Revolution. I'm Robert Simpson, the founder, and I want to introduce you to the brand new electric skateboard rucksack. We've been working on this for quite a long time and we've had a few delays along the way. However, we've covered the entire design process from scratch and Frankensteined all of the best elements from all of the eboard bags out there together to create what we think really is the best eboard bag for most eboards on the market, as well as normal longboards and some skateboards as well. So I'm just going to do a quick run through the features. It is a reverse teardrop design, should I say. So it's slightly wider at the top and slightly narrower at the bottom. On the bottom you've got a waterproof material, so it's great for if you're standing the bag like this, keeps it protected, and it's also a really hard wearing material. So we got tons of feedback from the community about what you wanted to see in the new bag, and we sort of managed to put all the best bits together and create what we think really is a fantastic piece of kit. So the main feature, or the main compartment, is a zip on the back, and it opens up to the internal micro fleece section. Full micro fleece throughout, and it comes with these handy dividers which allow you to change the setup and choose the layout inside if you've got camera bits, or if you want to get rid of them all completely, you can align them around the edge or just get rid of them to fill it with stuff. On the back of the flap you've got a Velcro micro fleece pouch, perfect for smaller bits that you need to access just by undoing the top of the bag. All of the zips are waterproof zips. You can see the lining together, there's very little gap there. Moving on to the back of the bag, we've got a second zip section, and that allows for smaller, easier, accessible things on the back. Again, that's a full length zip there. These straps are designed for loose clothing, jumpers, hoodies, that kind of thing, and they're all unclippable. And this one in particular has got a reflective strip, and no matter whether it's fully tightened or fully slack, you've got the strip running all the way through there. As well as the reflective strap on here, the logo itself, SR, is reflective too. Moving on to the side of the bag, we've got the handles. These handles are aluminium tubes, much more comfortable than rubber, much stronger, and also it doesn't squash your hand like when you're carrying a shopping bag, for example. We've got one on the side so you can carry the bag or the bag with the board horizontally like a suitcase, and one on the top which is handy for carrying it vertically and hoisting it onto your back as well. On the side we've got two side pockets which have got full length Velcro, really good for the controllers or smaller items in there. The one on this side is slightly bigger, and inside here you'll see it's got a eyelet. This eyelet allows you to feed USB cables through. It means you can have a cable going from your board into here so you can charge your controller, your phone, or it can come right the way out and have your phone charging on the go, either off the board or a power bank. Moving on from there, we've got the compression straps at the side, which are perfect for obviously compressing the bag once you've got the board in, but also you can strap a helmet onto there. Thank you. As with most helmets, they're designed for the average human head, and so you've got these ear straps here which generally sit in the same place whether it's a small helmet or a large helmet. And so these can go over the back of the bag here, and then simply strap around the ear loop, and that can be tightened in place on both sides, and keeps the helmet nice and rigid on the back. It's much better than clipping, just clipping these two straps through a strap, for example, as many people do, which has your helmet swinging around and knocking on the floor. Thank you. You almost dropped that, sorry. Moving on to the back of the bag, we've obviously got two rucksack straps here, and these have got a chest strap. The chest strap, it connects with a product called Fidlock Snap, and it snaps in place magnetically, and then it locates, it works physically or mechanically, and just slides to get apart. So it's really easy to do in the dark, you don't need to be concentrating, it just snaps together. Really good feature. On the straps themselves, for the chest strap, we found a lot of the designs out there have adjustable chest straps which move up and down. However, generally, if you're out for the day kind of thing, you will keep it in the same position. So he locks it into these sections here, which means it will stay where it is all day. And of course these can be adjusted if you want it a little bit higher up or a little bit lower, and they just pull into place like that. This is elasticated and adjustable as well. It snaps together there. On from here we have the hip straps. These obviously fasten around your hips, around your waist, and these can take a lot of the weight of the board itself and the bag, which can be quite heavy once you've got a lot of gear in there. Again, these are fully adjustable and fully tightenable, and they can also be removed if you don't want to have them on. You can put them to one side. On the back of the bag itself, let me just undo this. On the back of the bag itself, we've got a reverse chevron design, and this is made of air mesh material, which helps keep your back a bit more sweat free. And the section at the bottom here is double thickness, which helps to keep the board away from your bum when you're wearing the bag. We've obviously got our branding here, but we understand that there's some die-hard fans out there of other brands, and we designed this bag to fit and work with many brands, so we've made this removable. So you can either make your own patch for your own brand, keep ours on, or remove it entirely. The Velcro on here is the soft side of the Velcro, so it won't be itching on your back. At the top here we've got some reinforcement for the straps. All the weight of the bag goes through the top of these straps, so we've riveted these on to make it much stronger. Traditionally a lot of rucksacks will strap or have the straps mounted at the top. We went for this design. In our testing we found that this works better with smaller riders or narrower shoulders, as well as bigger shoulders. It fits much more easily to accommodate all kinds of riders, so we went for that centre mounted design. And then just one of the features that the bag has, it has a laptop section in the centre. Again, with all the zips, we've got double zips, so you can fasten them at either side, whichever is your preference. So this section sits in between the main compartment and where you will have the board. And again, that's a full micro fleece interior, super soft, protects your laptop, but of course we always recommend putting your laptop in its case. And that can just zip up there. So moving on to the main feature of the bag is the fact that you can carry an e-board or a longboard. So what you want to do, undo the compression straps, and then you'll find this big zip on the side. All of our zips are YKK and they are all waterproof. So this is a size 10 zip, which is pretty much the biggest you can get, and super strong, made to last. So this zips all the way around, and we intentionally made the zip so that it sits at the side and zips over the top. If you do want to use that compartment, it's still zipped up at the bottom, so you can always store things in there when you've not got a board, as well as in the laptop section. So if you undo this compression strap as well, and then the zip goes all the way around, and then full 360 all the way around the board. Overlaps itself, we found that was a much more secure design. And then this internal section forms what is essentially a hinge for the rest of the board. For the rest of the bag, sorry. So coming around to this side, you can now see this secondary access zip. If you undo this zip, that will allow you to open up the bag. So inside the bag, we've got three straps. We've got the two main straps which strap the board to the bag, and then we have a third support strap which supports the board from underneath. Again, these all use the fidlock system, so they locate magnetically and are held mechanically. Super strong, really easy to do. This material here is called Hyperlon. It's a rubbery fabric, and again we've added some of that onto these straps here, which means that it grips the board in place a bit better. So with the bag on its back, move all these straps out of the way, and then if you take your board, we find it mounts better with the motors at the bottom, but either way, whichever suits you works. So if you want to lay that over there and make sure the bottom strap is free, these simply snap over in place. You only really need to do this adjustment once and tighten those up, because everyone has roughly the same, or if you're using the same board every time, you shouldn't need to tighten them too much. So then this bottom strap, you can go completely under the trucks like this, or you can go over one side. Doesn't really matter as long as it's supported and it's not interfering with any of the wires at the bottom. Again, this is fully adjustable. That snaps into place and that can be tightened. So you generally keep that at the height that you want the board to sit at. So if you want it to ride a little bit higher, generally this will I prefer to have an equal amount at the top and bottom. So once that's all strapped in place and you're happy, oh, just at this point I will mention the eyelets that I mentioned before from the external side pocket. That leads through there, so that's where you can route your USB from your board, from your power pack into the side pocket. Fold the bag over and then you'll find the secondary zip again. We left the end of here floating. It makes it much easier to locate in here. Push that in there and then just zip that edge up. So that is the board in the bag, and from there you can fasten the compression straps. That will help pull it all together nicely, and they're on both sides. And that is the board fully in the bag. You can see here, hopefully, that there is enough gap between my bum and the board itself from the grip tape. That's helped by the double thickness on the bottom section. Fully adjustable here. It's always more comfortable to wear the bag as high as possible, so it's best to keep it up. To have these straps pulled a bit tighter, it sits a bit more comfortably on your back. So that is the board on my back. I can fasten up the chest strap here. That locks in place there. Make sure it's all comfortable, and then we'll give you some shots of the bag in real world use. When you're taking the bag off, it's super easy to slide to one side, and if you go to the left, you've got this handle to grab the board there. Then it means you can either carry it as a suitcase, or you can carry it from the top as well. That's our not so brief update of and overview of the eSkate bag. It's coming very soon, and we will keep you updated on the actual launch of when it arrives to us. But for now, thank you for watching. If you've got any questions or queries, chuck them in the comments below and we'll do our best to help you out.